Hey guys, welcome to a new video. This scenery might look different, and that's because I got this new shelf. Just got it yesterday that I'm putting my game stuff on now. So now I'm gonna be filming on the table in like the middle of the room. So yeah, but in this video we're gonna be reviewing, or not really reviewing, we're gonna be looking over game cases from over the years. So why not start with the NES? This is the only Nintendo or NES game that I have in box, and that is Zelda 2. Um, Game companies then used boxes mainly for their packaging, so a lot of people would just throw out their games. But some people kept them, and that's how we have stuff like this. Um, in the box, you just have the game, you'd have the manual, and that's about it, really, except for a dust cover that you'd also have with the game, which a lot of people also threw away. So now that we're done with that, let's look at the Super Nintendo games. So when Nintendo switched to Super Nintendo, they still kept the box thing, except this time making it horizontal instead of vertical. And in there would usually be the manual and then the game, and that's it. Except for it also have a dust cover, which people wouldn't throw away as much. You would show stuff about the game on the back, and these boxes are a lot better than the Super Nintendo boxes, or the NES boxes, sorry. But now going over to the Genesis. See, the Genesis tried to be innovative by using plastic cases. They could just, so you could have your games in a case, and I would have the game, the manual, and people wouldn't throw these away because they're plastic, so you could put it on a shelf easier, which is pretty nice. Going on to the 64, Nintendo still decided to use boxes. I don't know why. It really isn't a good idea, but it stayed horizontal like the Super Nintendo boxes. But competition at the time, like PlayStation, used actual cases instead of boxes, which cases are a lot better and a lot more durable than a box. That's why all the boxes I have are in a plastic case to keep them protected. And so in this, you would get the game, the manual, and actually no dust cover. They stopped doing dust covers. So yeah. Moving on to PlayStation, we got CD cases or jewel cases, which I really like that PlayStation used these. It's really nice. These things are a bit fragile though, so let me open one up. And you got the game, you got the manual, and it's really nice. You got to be careful with these things. So like I just said, I really like these, and like I said, they were plastic, so people would usually keep them instead of throwing it out like Nintendo 64 boxes. So yeah. Going on to PS2, this generation of gaming kind of it kind of introduced the modern game case. It's like a DVD case, basically. You just open it up. You have the game, the manual, and an area for a memory card, which was pretty cool. These cases are actually really nice. Pretty durable, too. I mean, unless you're, like, stomping on the case, it wouldn't break. Nice case, really like this. But let's go to my favorite game case. So now we're going to the GameCube case. I love these cases. They're really nice. The plastic is really good too, which makes it really durable. And when you open it up, you got the area for the game, the area for a memory card, and got the area for the manual, which also this Double Dash has a lot of other things besides the manual, which is pretty cool. And actually, when you would buy it in stores, they would have a little piece of plastic that would go all the way through the case, so you couldn't open it and take the game out. So when you would buy it, they would just take it out, which is really cool. So yeah. Going on to the next thing, we got DS cases. These are really good cases too. But I don't keep my DS games inside the case. their case. I keep them inside of a different thing. So opening it up, you got an area for a Game Boy Advance game, actually, and the game itself, and then the manual. And these are actually pretty thick cases too, which is really nice. Good thing is that around the GameCube time, Nintendo was like, hey, let's start using cases and not be stupid. So it's a good thing that they switched to that. Now we have the 3DS case. I mean, these cases are fine. They're very thin cases, though. Sometimes hard to get open. Opening it up, you'd have an area for the game, and then the manual, which a lot of 3DS games didn't even really have manuals. They just have, like, these things, which isn't really the game manual. It's just like a warning thing. So, yeah, moving on to the next, we're going to start looking at Xbox cases. Starting with the original Xbox, we got these cool green cases, which nobody else did. Nobody else really had colored cases. It was mainly just black. These are really cool cases because, it's green. And opening it up, you have an area for the game, and you have an area for the manual. Really nice case. So yeah. Going on to the 360 case. These are really nice cases too, but I feel like around this time they were starting to cheap out on the cases because these are pretty fragile. Not as fragile as the next one we're going to look at, but luckily most of mine are in really good condition. And so you'd have a case for games. You have the area for the games, and then you'd have the area for the manual. And this one actually has a little thing in the middle, so you can put more than one disc in there, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice case. Let's move on to the last one we're going to look at. And the last one we're going to look at is this. I hate these cases. They are so fragile. It is unbelievable. Like, these cases suck. They're extremely thin, and the clips will end up usually breaking on them or wearing down. So look, it doesn't really even close anymore. And then you have the game, the manual area, and if you even look, right here, it's starting to crack. It's just like, why? Why did it get so cheap? It just doesn't make sense. And also, these cases are a lot smaller than the 360 case. That's a big difference, putting it like that. Yeah. They're also they're not that much thinner. But still, these cases suck. So overall, those are all the consoles that I have game cases for. If I had to choose a favorite one, like I said earlier, it would be GameCube. Took too long for Nintendo to actually use plastic cases when Genesis was doing it around in the 90s, so like early 90s. So it's definitely something, except for the fact that Genesis towards the end of its life actually used cardboard boxes for their games, so they were kind of just cheaping out at the end. Like all these other companies are doing with their game cases. And now game consoles are trying to go into digital. So soon we're not even going to have physical games. But that's it for this video. I'm working on a schedule for uploading days because I know I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm going to start uploading videos more often, but I'm trying to think of a schedule right now. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.